Molly, two Republican-led House committees advancing their resolution to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt. But will the measure get enough support when it heads for a full vote on the House floor? Well, we'll find out. We'll bring in now Republican California Congressman Darrell Issa, a member of the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman, thank you for taking time. So everyone's wondering whether or not this contempt vote will actually happen and whether it's in limbo.
Well, it's a good question, Griff. When we held Eric Holder in contempt, we had a dozen Democrats who sided with us to give us a bipartisan support. This is really no different. He's refusing lawful subpoenas. That's what the contempt is all about, and it's the reason that we should but may not have bipartisan support again.
And so let's just, for our viewers that are trying to understand really what's happening, if they haven't been following it, of course, this is pertaining to the interview by Special Counsel Hur of President Biden over his handling of documents. So the full transcript is out, but yet the executive privilege that President Biden is now exerting over the tape being released, why does that matter to Republicans? Why do you guys care so much?
Well, first of all, you said something very accurate. You said the full transcript. The most important thing we're trying to do is make sure it's the full transcript. We have seen time and time again this and even other administrations play fast and loose with the word full transcript. If there are things that were omitted that are national security, great, we want them omitted. But let's be honest, he's sitting there in an interview talking about, quite frankly, a lot of things he did, including a book deal. Unlikely there's anything that has true executive privilege, but the assertion of executive privilege isn't new. Again, when Eric Holder was held in contempt, President Obama asserted executive privilege only to have it all swept away as completely inappropriate by Amy Berman Jackson, a judge that Obama had appointed. So we've been down this road before of they're saying one thing and it turning out to be very different. As the late President Reagan said, trust but verify. We don't have a lot of trust, and we definitely want to verify the accuracy of the transcript versus the verbal activity. And it is Congress's right, but it's also a history that says it is very likely that the transcript is not a true and complete accounting of what the president said.
And Congressman, what do you say to your Democratic colleagues on the other side, people like Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat on the Oversight Committee, and others that say, well, Republicans are only trying to get this tape out there for political reasons, to chop it up and put it into campaign ads?
Look, if this material is released inappropriately, fine. But what we're asking to do is to review it, and the review by professional staff is not only appropriate, but Jamie knows this from the last time the shoe was on the other foot. Remember, what we're trying to do is assert appropriately congressional authority. And that goes back and forth between Republicans and Democrats should be voting with Republicans. If they want some particular protection, assert it. But the idea that we would not have our career professionals review for accuracy is absurd, particularly with the history of other administrations dating all the way back to Richard Milhouse Nixon. We have to be sure that we get the truth and not an interpretation by, if you will, the people who translated it, who worked for the president.
And we'll be following it, Congressman, to see whether or not that vote happens when you guys get back from the recess. Before we go, though, I want to take just a moment, Congressman, because your staff has followed very closely the 13 lives lost. And this Memorial Day, we are honoring and recognizing the sacrifice of all of those who died in the service of our nation. In the 13 lost in the Afghanistan withdrawal, we have photos here we can show of some of your staff visiting Arlington, I believe, today. What can you tell us?
We visit every year on Memorial Day a number of the fallen. This year we chose to visit the three of the 13 who were buried at Arlington, and we did so for a good reason. They are the forgotten 13. The president met with Gold Star families. He has yet to meet with any of the Gold Star families, even though we've repeatedly asked for that. Today would have been the right day. It's 1,000 days since the withdrawal from Afghanistan. If the president would just once and for all recognize the special relationship that should exist, one that he forgot at the honor ceremony when their bodies were brought back, one that today you'll notice he talked about his son, and this time he got it right, that his son didn't die of combat wounds, as he asserted at the bringing home of those bodies to many of them. All they really want is the dignity that other Gold Star families have, and that's what our office continues to work toward. And we're not quitting until they have all the dignity and the rights that are appropriate to the 13 who gave it all.
And a day in which today we honor and recognize those that gave all for the name of freedom and defending our nation. Congressman Darrell Issa, thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you, Griff, and I look forward to seeing you from Normandy.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.